Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Rossi. Today we're going to be drawing cats inspired by artist Gareth Lucas. What you'll be needing today is your white cat paper from your art folder. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, and something to trace your drawing with. I'm going to use a Sharpie to trace with, but you could also use a pen, a dark colored pencil, or a marker. Today we're going to draw our cat together and decorate the background. And next week, we're going to add color. When we're coloring in our cats, we're going to use complementary colors, which again are colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. Those are pairs like green and red, yellow and purple, and blue and orange. Now we're going to start off today by drawing our cat. Holding my paper vertically so it is standing tallest, going up and down, I'm going to start by making a big curved line towards the top of my paper. Now I don't want my curvy line to be too close to the edge because I want to leave some space for my ears. So I'm putting it close to the top, but I'm leaving a decent amount of space in between. Then I'm going to make a big U shape coming down from the edge of my curves and connecting back up. This is going to make my cat's head. From my cat's head, we're going to make a body. Our body is just going to be two straight lines that connect it to the edge of our page. I'm also going to add two ears at the top by just doing two big triangles. So now I'm going to make that same curved line that I made for the top down in the middle of my cat's face. Oops. And this is going to be where its mouth is going to go. And just like when we made the head, I'm going to make that U shape again. This time I'm going to bring it so it comes down to that bottom edge of my cat's head and connects to both sides of that line. I'm going to repeat that shape by making another smaller U shape inside for my cat's nose. And then I'm going to repeat that shape for the body by doing two straight lines going up to the top of its head from the edges of its nose. When we looked at Gareth Lucas's cat drawings, we saw all the different expressions and emotions he was drawing with his cats. So he was changing the eyes, the mouths, the eyebrows, all of those different little details to create different expressions, emotions, and personalities for the cats he was drawing. So we're going to try and do that same thing today. So I'm going to start out by drawing my cat's mouth. I think I want an angry cat today, so I'm going to draw a mouth that's going to be a straight line going down and then a straight line going across. Now you can make this a frowning line by doing a big hill-shaped curve instead of a straight line. You can make it a smiling line by doing a upwards curve like another U shape. It's totally up to you what kind of emotion you want your cat to be showing. Maybe you want your cat's mouth to be open, so you can always draw two lines and create an open mouth. The next thing I'm going to add is my cat's eyes. So to go along with its kind of angry looking mouth, I want some angry looking eyes. So I am going to create some eyebrows first. I'm going to do two big rectangles that are pointing towards the center of the face on a diagonal. So they are tilting down. And from those rectangles, I'm going to do that big U shape that we have been repeating while making this drawing. Now you can draw circular shaped eyes with eyebrows raised or with relaxed eyebrows. You can draw some eyelashes on your eyes if you would like. You can even add other extra little details to your picture. It's totally up to you. I want my cat to be looking angrily towards the side. Maybe he's looking at another cat that's over there. I wanted my cat to be looking towards the side like it's looking angrily, maybe at another cat that could be next to it. So I put that circle inside my eyeball more towards one side on both of those shapes. So it is coming out from the left-hand side in both of those, so it looks like it is looking that way. I can add another circle inside there doing that same thing. So again, it is hugging that left side of our eye. This is going to be the pupil. That is the black part of our eye. And the ring around the outside of it is going to be the iris, which is the colored part of the eye. Now we're going to add some details on our cat's body. So you can decide if you want a striped cat, polka dotted cat, or whatever other kind of pattern you want on your cat's body. I think I'm going to do some stripes that are coming in as big triangular points. So I'm going to start up at the body on the bottom And I'm just going to bring in these triangular shapes all the way up towards the head. If you would like to do more rounder shapes to create stripes, you can make big circular curved lines going up the side. If you want to do polka dots or a different kind of design on your cat, you can do that also. I'm also going to repeat this shape on my cat's face by bringing those same triangular shapes all the way up and around my cat. I'm doing all different sizes all the way around. I also forgot to add some whiskers, so coming out from the outside, I'm just going to do a few lines. That can be my cat's whiskers. And, oh, I forgot to add a tail. So coming up from the bottom, I'm just going to do a big wavy line that's just going to wiggle back down towards the edge of my page. And on that, I'm also going to put those same triangular stripes. Maybe some of them I want to go fully across. If you just want to do straight lines to decorate your cat, you can do that also. All right, there we go. That is my cat all finished. Now I'm going to work on the background. You can decorate your background however you would like. If you would like to show where your cat is by drawing a more detailed background, you can do that. I'm just going to do a pattern in my background today. And I think since I used so many spiky lines and shapes going up my cat's body and around the edges, I am going to avoid using that kind of shape in the background, and I'm going to do a bunch of different circles and create a dot covered background. But you can decide what is going to look best for your paper. With my dot covered background, I'm going to do all different shapes. I'm going to do all different size dots. I'm going to have some coming off the edge of my page. I'm going to have some that look like they're coming out from my cat's body. Now we don't want to draw over our cat. Our background should stay in the background. It should be behind our subject, our cat that we just drew. So you want to make sure as you're drawing, if you get close to the edge of your cat, you end that shape once you touch the edge of your cat. So my circle that I just drew is more of a half circle. It's not going over the top, it's staying in the background. Maybe you want to do a design like flowers or emojis or something else in the background. It's totally up to you. You can look at our artist's work for inspiration and see the kind of different designs he did in his backgrounds. We saw some pictures where he created an actual scene in the background, more of like a landscape to show where his animal was. And in some he left them just with simple shapes and colors. That is my background all finished. So I added all those different kinds of circles to create a dotted background. Now that I finished drawing with my pencil, I'm going to grab my Sharpie and it's time to trace our picture. I'm going to trace over all of my pencil lines with my Sharpie. So you can use whatever you have to trace to go over the top of all of your lines. We just want to make them darker so that it's going to be easier to see when we're coloring. I'm going to use a black marker to trace because I think that is the best way to make an outline that you can see easily, but you can use any kind of dark color. And you're just tracing right over the top of all of your pencil lines that we used to make our cat and our lines in the background. After I finished tracing my cat with my Sharpie, I went in with my eraser and I erased all the pencil lines that I could still see. Now my cat is finished for this week. Next week we're going to talk more about complementary colors and we're going to see how we're going to be coloring this in. Do not add any color to your picture yet. Save it in your art folder until next time. You do not need to send me a picture of your project this week since we are going to be finishing it next time. So you could just place it in your art folder until then. I can't wait to see all the different personalities your cats have when we finish our project. Try your best, have fun, and get creative. I'll see you soon. Bye!